Hey, welcome. Today we're going to talk about how to use your time wisely and study smart. First off, make sure your study space is free of distractions. Us humans have a hard time multitasking and should focus our attention on one task at a time. So take a moment to leave your housemates to gossip by themselves. Then, to begin studying, we need to start by encoding the content we want to learn. First, we break content down into things that make sense to us and that we will remember. This process is known as chunking. We want to connect these new ideas we're learning to ideas we already know, and a great way to do this would be to create a visual mind map of content with lines connecting ideas and other visual aids. Within these first few steps of learning, it is also important to make content distinct from each other so it can be remembered and isn't interfering with each other and getting all jumbled up in your brain. Using mnemonic devices can help with this. To do this, imagine the things you're remembering on a journey and make it a little silly, maybe using rhymes or something. You can even use peg words to hang your content on and imagine it using that system, making it hard to forget. Another tip is to make sure you study in a similar environment to what the exam will be like. This ensures you don't subconsciously develop cues that only allow you to remember content in a specific location, like in bed under the covers. Another thing to keep in mind is to make sure your cues don't get overloaded. This means don't try to rhyme all content with the same word. Switch it up so things stay distinct and everything has its own place in your mind. Also make sure to learn content in a similar way that will be seen on the exam. A great way to do this is to come up with fake exam questions or use a provided practice exam, as this allows you to learn content in the format you actually need it. It also helps as the more time you actually remember content, the more likely it is for you to remember it again. Good luck in your exams, and I hope these tips helped.